Live from Denver 7, 10 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
Welcome back, everyone. Did you put your health at risk during your morning drive to work or school this morning? Well, chances are the answer may be yes.
Yeah, in fact, did you know that Monday morning commutes are the most dangerous of all? But there are some ways that we can relieve this stress and keep calm when we're behind the wheel. This morning, Dr. Kathleen Hall, who is the founder of the Stress Institute in Atlanta, here to tell us how we can change that commute and change our lives. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Good morning.
We want to reduce this stress.
Absolutely, and it's pretty serious.
Yeah, it is. We take a lot of stress on the road with us. We're leaving home, we're leaving work.
Well, not only that, we have recent studies that show a commuter actually experiences more stress than a fighter pilot in battle or riot police that are actually in training exercises. Absolutely. 1 in 12 heart attacks.
That's not an exaggeration.
No, it's recent studies, and we've got more to follow. Also, 1 in 12 heart attacks is directly related to traffic.
Is it the stress in our lives that we're taking with us, and is it the other drivers?
For all of us that are, you know, vitamins, plastic surgery, and everything to look younger, the chronic stress of a commute actually accelerates your aging process 10 years.
Are we aggravating the situation with that cup of coffee, that cup of joe that we take with us?
I don't know. I have to have mine, too. We've got great studies on caffeine. People have been drinking coffee forever, and I know if you're a purist, but I deal with real-life people that do real things, you know.
So nothing wrong with the
food.
coffee.
Absolutely. But there are some really quick things you can do. Number one is you can laugh. Turn on a funny station, something that makes you laugh. We know that your artery diameter increases 22% when you laugh.
Really?
It decreases 35%. Now I want you to imagine over a third when you're stressed in that car. So you can see why so many heart attacks are lead to traffic. Also something simple like singing. We know that when you sing, you get an immunoglobulin A release, okay, of 240%, which boosts your immune system just by singing for a few minutes.
Wow, and no one else has to hear you.
No, exactly. My
better.
husband has no voice, so just even turning on great music that you love increases your serotonin level incredibly.
Now, what about those meditation or self-help tapes? Do those help, or do they make you so relaxed that you could get into an accident?
But don't do that in the car unless, when I'm in New York, LA, where there's lots of mass transit, you can do those, but don't do those in your car. But still, people like us that work and have run families, you don't have time for listening to inspirational books, self-help books, some wonderful books on business. Listen to those. Use it as a classroom. Spanish is picking up in our country. I learned Spanish in 2 years by just listening to it 30 minutes a day and picking up words.
Great
Use
advice.
that as a transformational space. Quit taking it as a torture chamber.
Well, can you shed some light on this this notion of Monday being the worst day for commuters?
Sure it is. We need to just think about it. We get there Sunday night, our anxiety raises, and how many of us really like our job? Plus, we're going back to a situation that's controlling that we may not like, and then you add on top of that the commuter stress, and it's just alchemy for trouble.
You know, I want to shift gears if we can.
Absolutely.
We were talking about the stress that all the people there in the New Orleans area, all along the Gulf Coast, that they are going to be dealing with. I know you're going to go and talk with some people about some solutions for them.
Absolutely. Well, the problem is after it's over and you're left with this horrible destruction of your life, you're overbooked, not overbooked, you're overwhelmed totally. And so you feel helpless, hopeless. The first thing we know about stress is it comes from feeling helpless and hopeless. So the first thing you do is try to become proactive. Take a piece of paper wherever you can find one and get it out of your body and write down, I will survive. I am strong. You know, I can be a leader in this. Get a journal and write down the date, because lots of times 3 weeks turns into a month, into 2 months, and you feel helpless, like nothing's changing, nothing's changing. You can look back and say, yes, things are changing.
It's the old AA message here, take one day at a time.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, you have to reach out to the volunteers who are doing the helping down there as well.
Also right now, go to the stressinstitute.com too. We have unbelievable stress tips. They must learn relaxation responses because their cortisol levels are now 24/7 going. That breaks down your immune system. You have all kinds of complications.
Wow, that's a big person who can do all that when they're dealing with everything they are.
That's why it really takes a commitment in choosing, because it's a long-term process.
Boy, I feel empowered just listening to you. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
These are stressful times for people who cover the news as well. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
And if you would like more information on Dr. Kathleen Hall, the stress reduction in your own commute, or her new book, which is
Alter Your Life, and the subtitle is Overbooked, Overworked, Overwhelmed. Yes.
That's a lot of us.
Familiar. It certainly does. Well, all you have to do is go to our website, thedenverchannel.com, and click on As Seen on 7 News. Thank you, Dr. Hall.
Thank you. We appreciate your insights today.